Hello everyone, welcome to Cooking with Arun Kumar. Today I'm gonna show you a very interesting recipe. Actually, recipe interesting, but the background is very interesting, and the recipe, how the recipe come from, and where this recipe come from. So recipe come from during the Mughal Empire, when the Mughal was ruling in India during that time. So they created this recipe for the Nawab. Nawab means Muslim noble person, or someone who was in high authority during the Mughal Empire. So this recipe come from the city called Lucknow. Lucknow is a part of India, and Lucknow is very known for like nice and delicious, especially like non-veg, like meat items. And there's very popular the city for that, and good food. And Lucknow also is called Nawabon ki city, means like city of Nawab people. So someone created the recipe for the Nawab, and this was the historian says, the Nawab who don't have teeth. So this recipe is called Galouti kebab. Galouti literally means soft. So this soft. So they make very soft. So this kebab, when you eat, they're supposed to be like melt in your mouth, and they use 150 different spices. I'm not gonna use 150 different spices, but I'm gonna use few spices which is very common in now. Nobody use 150 different spices. Okay, so this is the history behind this recipe, this Galouti kebab. And so let's see what we need for this kebab. Okay, what we need here, first thing, I'm using ground beef, or you can say mince meat, or you can use if you don't have beef, some other country you don't get beef like India, so you can use like goat, but it's like a ground goat, like a nicely minced, or you can use lamb. Even you can use chicken too, with chicken breast. You can have like minced ground chicken also. You can use, even you can use turkey also. So you can still make it. Okay, so 1 pound of ground beef here, and I'm using 5 clove of garlic here. So I shredded this garlic, and 2 inch of ginger, shredded one, and I'm using 2 tablespoons of chickpea flour. I'm using 1.5 teaspoon of salt, or to taste I'm using this is sea salt I'm using, and 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder, half teaspoon of black pepper, and I'm using 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom powder. If you don't have cardamom powder, if you have like a whole cardamom, you can crush them also and like make kind of like powdery. You can use that. Or also I'm using half teaspoon of garam masala, and fresh cilantro. I'm using like I can say 2 tablespoons of fresh cilantro chopped. Or some people they don't like cilantro. You don't have to use. You can skip this part, and you can use mint instead of cilantro. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna mix all together here. Right here, and mix all this well. Actually, mixing part also is very important. You have to mix them very nicely. Work with your hand. You can if you can you can wear gloves also, but after you mix, use your hand with meat, raw meat. You should wash your hand like nicely. So one thing I forgot to mention, and it's hard to find sometimes. So actually this is one of the ingredients for this. If raw papaya, you get raw papaya and make a paste, like maybe 2 tablespoons of raw papaya paste. Mix it here also. If you can get it, it's good, you can mix it. If you don't, it's no problem, you can still make it. You can see how I mix this all together nicely. Now we're gonna make a round ball. You can use your hand, you can use both hands. Okay, just to make like a round. You can use both hands also if you want. And just flat this, make it flat like this. Not so thin, not so thick also. Like, and you can make smaller also if you want. It's depend on you how big you want. You can make it smaller. Like you can use like a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons something. Like say this is a small one. Sometimes if you have a trouble to making this, you can add like a little bit more chickpea flours to, like, you know, hold this together. But right now it's working well. Okay, so now you can see it's so easy how many I made here. So I'm gonna fry them here. So I'm using 3 tablespoons of olive oil here, and oil is hot. Just place them on the pan here. Like here, like this. I think all I can put here. You know, they can be close together because they don't have to make social distancing. So okay, just fry this until, you know, the both sides. You have to just fry them both sides, maybe like 2-3 minutes one side and 3 minutes other side, and just do like a little bit higher than medium high heat. And you want to make sure like they're cooked well, because you don't want to eat raw meat. Okay, so kebab is ready here. Like, you can cook them until they turn, like, you know, they're brown kind of, and you can eat this with a roti, Indian flatbread, or naan, or also you can eat with rice also in a side. So I'm gonna eat this with the rice, like as a side, you know, with some kind of like curry with that. So also you can add, you know, when I was mixing all together, you can add some onion there too. Like, you can add like half onion, like chop them finally, you can add that also, and it tastes good actually with that. So now our Nawabi kebab is ready here. I hope you will enjoy, and if you have any question, feel free to ask me. Or also, if you have any suggestion, you can feel free to comment below, and all the descriptions are down below. Also, if you don't have subscribe my channel. Also ring this bell down here, and like, comment, and see you next time.